What's up, Brandon? Hi, everybody.
Or are you facing resistance? Is information coming from the administration, coming from the president himself, and that's led to the conflicts that we're seeing. So, what we know or you're facing an emergency is that you have to have.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Hello.
Let's see who's on. Hi, everybody. Gary and Corey and Lynette and Lori Boggio and Kevin Sales and Amber and Bernard. I'm going to go through everybody just to get present to who's here. Let's see who else. We've got somebody on an iPhone.
Gary.
Ford. Kevin, I said Kevin Sales. Lanisha. Hi, Mike Berlin. Hi, Rasan. Eric Green. And counting. Okay, everybody. Demetris. Hi, Demetris.
Hi.
Okay, we're going to get started in just a few minutes here. We're letting people join in. A text message just went out, so I assume people will be joining shortly here. Oh, good. Okay. Hi, Anita Davis.
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Travis Starr. Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Chuck Bowles.
How you doing, Brandon?
Good. Good, good. Hi, Chloe. Chloe, hi. How are you? Hi. Success. I don't know if I said hi to Success, but hello.
What's up?
What's up? All right. This is good. You guys are Louis Martinez is here. Okay, good. Everybody, we got the whole gang here. Tracy Jackson. All right. We're good. Hi. We're going to start just in a few minutes. I'm just letting people join in and then we'll get started. I'm going to pull up the presentation. I'm leading the team meeting today, you guys.
All right.
Yay! Yay!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Is that Heather Pichet?
Hello, darling. How are you?
Hello.
I'm
All
right.
right.
Florence is actually closing today. Believe that one.
All right. One down and 900 to go.
Actually, 925, ma'am.
Yeah, I told you it was right here.
All right.
Okay, well, then you know what you gotta do.
It's a piece of cake, man. Piece of cake.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You guys have a wonderful day. You too.
Okay, so we're loading the presentation. 32 people on. Wow. Jay Bennett.
I'm joining you from Muskegon, Michigan today.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, my
Sahara.
daughter graduated high school yesterday.
Oh, wow.
4.1 GPA.
Woo.
Come on.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Good. Okay, let's just see who else is here. Oh, Jeffrey is on. Okay, Jeffrey, thank you. Welcome.
Thank
Stuart
you.
Campbell.
Will you mute me?
Yeah, I'm going to mute everybody. I'll mute everyone in a second here. Yeah, Stuart Campbell,
Brandon,
who
can you
just
hear me?
joined us. Who is this? Who's talking?
Eric Green. Brandon, can you hear me?
Eric Green. I can hear you.
Great. I'm dialing in. I got a showing today, so I won't be able to jump on
That's
the computer, but I am here.
Okay, good. Adam Nijad. Hi, Adam. Welcome. Arundel. Welcome to the call.
Good afternoon.
Sandra, I assume that's you with Agape.
Yes, you're right. Good assumption. Good assumption.
Yes. Stuart Campbell just joined our office. He's on the call. So everybody, welcome Stuart Campbell. He's just joined in.
Woohoo! Stuart! Welcome!
Thank you.
Hey, Brandon, as a
Yes.
side note, I too am heading towards showing, so I'll be on the call for about the next 25 minutes till I get to where I'm going. So
Okay.
that's why I'm in the car.
Okay. Sounds good. No worries. All right. So slide one. Okay.
Brandon,
Right.
Brandon,
Yes.
before we start, can I make one comment to everybody?
Yes.
Especially because two people just said they're going out to do showings. Everybody, make sure that you're using the car form PEAD, P-E-A-D, when you're doing a showing. You must use it every time you go into the property. It has to be a separate form for each case that you go in the property, and make sure that you're uploading those forms to your files for the command so that it's in command.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
If they
Hi,
don't.
hi, Jesse. Okay, good. Jesse's on. Okay, we got 38 people, 39 people, almost 40. Let's see if we can do it. Come on. Lance Whitaker just joined.
Let's get 1 million views.
I mean, you know, if we hit 40, it'll be the largest team meeting we've ever had. So that'll be great. Okay. Well, it's 6 minutes after 10:30, so I'm going to start the meeting now. So everybody, welcome. Thank you to all 39 people who are on this call. Let me mute everybody so that we don't have a lot of feedback here. Hold on. Let's hold on. Hold on one second. I'm going to just stop sharing my screen so I can manage the sound. 40 people. Yay, we just hit 40. Okay, good. All right, let me go ahead and mute everyone except for myself, so that won't be Okay, can you all hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, so let me go ahead and share the screen here, and we'll get rolling. All right, so I want to make sure I don't go too far ahead here with her. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is the May 2020 team meeting, everybody. Welcome to the team meeting. We're going to acknowledge some birthdays this month, as we always do. So we've got Gregory Green's birthday this month. I think that's already passed. Lynette Perry, happy belated. Channing Lawrence, happy birthday. Jeffrey, you've got a birthday coming up, just in case you forgot. Chuck Bowles has a birthday coming up. Jay Bennett, everybody on this call, actually. Anita Davis, Nicole Grant, our team leader, has her birthday at the end of the month. And Monique Shivers and Kenny Rishal and Jeff Koga. So happy birthday to everybody that is on this slide. If we forgot your birthday, I apologize in advance. So everybody can unmute themselves for a second and just give a little happy birthday clap to everybody, okay?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
There we go.
Everybody.
Happy birthday.
Gigi, stay. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Stay.
All right. Now go ahead and mute yourselves again, everybody. Okay. Just go ahead. All right. Mute yourselves. Okay. Lori Bozio. Hi, by the way.
Hi.
Okay. So I won't make you speak this time. Okay.
Yes.
I know how much you love going in front of a large crowd. Okay. So next on the list here is we have some new team members. So Corey White, welcome to the team. Corey, I believe you're on the call. Am I correct? Corey? You gotta unmute yourself. Okay, well, Corey is on the call. I can see she is. So everybody give Corey
I'm here.
a warm...
Hi.
Oh, there we are. There she is, everybody. So welcome. Corey's coming to us. She was originally with Keller Williams, went to Compass for a hot second, and is back with Keller Williams and better than ever.
That's right.
Using Command. She's already got her contacts uploaded. She's ready to go. She's in bold.
Yes, I am.
everybody welcome Corey. Let's give her a round of applause. And also Stuart Campbell, who I mentioned earlier. Stuart Campbell as well, okay? So welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, we're very excited to have you. All right, so acknowledgements. This is where I open up to you guys and let you guys acknowledge each other if you have anybody you want to acknowledge. So let's do it. Anybody want to acknowledge anybody or acknowledge themselves for anything they've accomplished? You know, I know there's a lot going on right now. So who would like to share?
I've got one. This is Jeffrey.
Okay, Jeffrey.
I've seen a lot of posts and a lot of action with Heather and Rasson. So
yeah,
congratulations to that kick-ass team. You guys are killing it. You're a model for us all.
Yes.
Thank you, darling.
I was going to say that about Heather. But acknowledge Heather, man. Heather's making it happen over here. She's a great mentor, great teacher. I joined Keller Williams almost a year ago, and now I know I didn't know anything, and now I can just write up contracts. And I just got off the phone from a counter offer with another agent, so I'm feeling on top of the world. Thank you, Heather.
Oh, it is my pleasure. You are a good student, Grasshopper. Yes.
Hey, Brandon.
Okay. Yes, Juan Michael.
I want to acknowledge Bernard Arafat. You know, we've been working on this 4 unit for like a year, a little bit more. And it's been like a weird process, a completely cantankerous seller. But at the end of the day, we finally got it done. And I want to thank him for being patient. And good job, Bernard, because it's actually his client. So let's give Bernard some kudos on that one. All right?
Awesome, Bernard.
The missing violin.
Okay, good. Who else? Mahogany?
I have a question.
Mahogany and then Sandra. Sandra properly raised her hand as well on Zoom. So let's do Sandra and then Mahogany.
I'm looking for an accountability partner for Bowls. So if anybody is on this particular screen, if anybody would love to be my accountability partner, I would love to match up with you. I'm loving Bowl, and they've asked us to have accountability. So I'll put my phone number in the chat screen so that you all have it if anybody's available. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Sandra. And thanks for being a part of Bold.
Mm-hmm.
Mahogany.
Okay. Well, in keeping with that accountability, I just want to give really applause.
Everybody got to mute themselves. Everyone's got to mute themselves. Hold on.
Yeah.
Whoever is not muted, please mute yourself. Jay Bennett, if you can mute yourself.
Thanks.
Okay, Mahogany, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just really wanted to give a big round of applause, a thank you, and a kudos for working on your business, for everyone who has showed up for the Scripts and Dialogue call, because, you know, we've not had a lot of folks, but we've had folks that are serious about getting better at the dialogue that we need to be having right now. And if you haven't had a chance to jump on, you know, feel free to jump on anytime. Again, it's not a teaching, it's a mastermind situation. So like we're working on now new scripts to deal with now this extension of COVID-19. So we're building together, but the folks who have showed up on time and come really to add value, thank you so much, because I'm learning too. So it's really, really awesome. So come on.
Fantastic. Okay, Mahogany, and we'll have a slide in there for your Scripts and Dialogues class, so you'll speak on it a little more in just a bit. But yeah, anybody else? I'll leave it open. Anybody else want to acknowledge anybody, acknowledge themselves? Go ahead.
James Ward here. I want to acknowledge Arundel Hunter and Tamara Lewis on my team. We just closed a deal today on Eastern, 24/12 Eastern, that we've been working on for about a year. It's a short sale.
Wow.
And they stuck with it. Also a vacant abated. That's going to be part of a larger deal.
Wow.
And Kevin Sales too, for helping with the title and making sure that we got that thing closed. So
yeah. Good.
So we're going to announce the listing. We're going to try to develop it, but it's going to be about 165,000 square feet of flat land. Very, well, a little sloping, but mostly flat. Probably going to list it altogether for about 5.5 million.
Wow.
But that'll be listed sometime this month, maybe early next month. If not this, well, no, we're probably going to go on the market next week, actually.
Great.
But congratulations.
Yeah, good job, Arundel, and to Tamara as well. Thank you. All right, Mahogany, I see your hand.
Yeah,
raise
I
it.
don't know if anybody gave you a big up because you've been keeping us connected in a very different way. So thank you. You stuff I forget myself, and all of a sudden a text comes from Brandon. Brandon. So thank you because
We love you, darling.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
I know
you.
That's a lot of work. So
Yes. Thank you. And thank you, Mahogany. You were the one that originally told me about this call multiplier thing. So it's the best thing that ever happened, honestly. Look at us. We got 43 people on a team meeting. It's a miracle. And there's not even any bagels. There's not even any food to entice y'all. It's just the pure joy of being alive and wanting to participate. That's awesome. Okay, good. Well, we're going to move on to the next part of the meeting. So if we can transition, let's just see. I know there's a little lag. Red Day, Keller Williams Red Day. Okay, if you don't know what Red Day is, well, it's going to be tomorrow, believe it or not. We're still going strong with this. So normally as an office and every office around the entire world, every Keller Williams office will close its doors and go out into the community and make a difference with that community in some way, shape, or form, whether it's, serving food to the homeless or cleaning up the neighborhood. And obviously with everything going on right now, we can't do that as well as we would normally do it. And so, there are details, downloads, and resources on KW Connect for you to still make a difference tomorrow and impact, give back to a community in need or a group of people in need. And so we were encouraging you tomorrow to, we don't have any classes scheduled for tomorrow. We are going to be still available, obviously, and as a staff, but, please get out there and, somehow make a difference with what's going on, okay, and find out what your community needs. So, Red Day was started back in 2009 to celebrate Mo Anderson's birthday and to give back to the communities we serve. So that is tomorrow. So if you see no classes, that's the reason why. And moving forward with that, we're moving. Everybody, we're moving offices. This is the big announcement. It's official. We're going to be doing it. We're going strong. So yeah, I hear reactions to that. So yay. So I don't know if you all can see my GIFs clearly, but I worked hard on putting these funny GIFs in to make you all laugh. It looks a little delayed here, but hopefully you get the point. So beginning June 1st, we're going to start to vacate our space 111 North La Brea. And, it just doesn't make sense to go back there for 2 or 3 weeks and, then have to go back home and get ourselves set up at home again and then go to the new space. So we're just going to go ahead and schedule everybody to come in, and we're gonna have a very detailed of how we're doing it. Okay, it's going to be planned very well and executed very, I don't know what the word is, but we're going to do it right. Okay, so that it's not crazy and you don't have to rush to get your stuff out. So just look out for an email on dates and times and how that's going to work. But we're working right now to, get a storage unit for if you have desks and stuff in the office, we're going to have a storage unit available, handymen to help you move things, all that. Okay. The new space is going to be breaking ground soon. It's down the street. Okay. At 208 North La Brea or South La Brea. And I think we have some pictures, if I'm not mistaken. So this is one that you guys saw, I think, last team meeting, but this would be the entry. Okay, so when you walk in the door, no more former doctor's office. It will be, Keller Williams Inglewood with this kind of a design. These are renderings.
So nice.
Very nice, right?
Yes.
And continuing on to that, these are some of the open workspaces that will be available to agents. So you can see, this is on the second floor, right? It's all windows around, and you've got the whatever that kind of ceiling is, that, you know, triangle ceiling, which is really great. Bill Yarbrough wants to know, will the desk fountain go? Everybody knows that little fountain I brought to the front desk reception area. He commented, will the fountain go? I don't know, Bill, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think it'll be big enough for our space. But yes, we need a new one. Yes, we do. We definitely do. We need like a waterfall now. Anyway, so this is the open space. You'll see on the right-hand side, there are some open desks, almost like a bar area where you can just kind of sit and work, and those will be open. Let me continue on. We also are going to have, this will be the front of the building, right? This is just down the street. It's right on the corner of Manchester and La Brea. So, you know, it's going to be our own space. We're going to have the entire second floor, half of the first floor, with plans to take over the second half of the first floor later on next year. So we'll have the entire building, you guys. No more having to park in City Hall and walk and go through the back door and all that craziness. So there's going to be parking available. There's plenty of parking on Nutwood. You know, right behind us is going to be Market Street, which is being completely done. So there's good things happening and coming our way soon. Okay, so as time permits, with everything that's going on, we'll keep you updated as to when we'll be moving in. But this is definitely, the lease is signed. We're moving. It's happening. Okay.
Where's our signage coming in?
The signage?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That's
a good
huge,
question.
right?
Yes.
That's foot traffic. That's viability and visibility. That's huge. Huge.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. So it's going to look gorgeous. That's right. We do have signage. It's a very good point, Mahogany. It'll have a light up sign. It's going to be, people will see it. There's going to be two signs. There's going to be one on the side of the building so that when people are driving, you know, either direction, they'll see Keller Williams Inglewood. I mean, it is going to be awesome. Okay. This is a, you know, $300,000 build out. So we're getting everything we've ever wanted for Inglewood. Okay. I'm very excited.
And we deserve it. Yes.
We deserve it. 100% deserve
Here,
it,
here.
earned it. It is no question. It's long overdue. So thank you to everybody who's, you know, contributed to that, by the way. You know, you guys are the reason we're able to do it. And, you know, the fact that, again, there's 42 of you on this team meeting right now, it just speaks to who you guys are and your commitment to really pushing through everything that's happening and still doing business and being the best you can be. So, you know, thank you for who you are. Bold Pivot, everybody. So Bold Pivot is, it started last Tuesday? Last week on Tuesday. And I believe a lot of you are signed up for it. So 41,000 people registered for this course, okay, from all over the industry. It's not just Keller Williams agents. This is mortgage lenders. This is title reps. This is everybody, okay? And the first time ever, Keller Williams was offering an online version of their Bold class, and it was called Bold Pivot. And I'm going to let a couple of you share because I've heard great things, but somebody who's been in Bold, maybe Sandra or, you know, even Corey's been on it, Corey White, who just joined the office, Mahogany, anybody who'd like to share. How's it going? Rasan, I'm opening it to you. How is it going, you guys?
It's going really well. A lot of great information, that's forcing me on a daily basis to have to lead generate and really focus on my business. Yesterday's class was great, just talking about, you know, how to manage your finances and how to cut back and just, you know, get through this shift. Yeah, so I'm enjoying it.
Good. Yeah, I know that it's definitely valuable and powerful that there's so many people doing the same thing, right? Everybody in the same mindset, whether you're with Keller Williams or not, right? It's not about that at this point, just, you know. So, all right, good. Well, just stay tuned for the next one. They're going to be, I think, doing some more of these as time, you know, continues. So if you didn't sign up, well, oh well, you know, but next time, okay? Righty. So we have 3 new class series for you. And if you can see my GIF, again, one of the ones I worked very hard on, hopefully it comes through. She's saying, say what now? But we have 3 new series for you, new class series available for you all that we're offering in the month of May. One of them is a new series with Mike Berlin. Mike Berlin is called Just the Basics. I have spoken to a lot of you over the last 6 weeks, newbies, not newbies, I hate calling you that, but new agents, right? And you've asked for this, that you want a class on how to just do the basics, how to write a purchase agreement, how to use the MLS, how to create a listing presentation, right? How to write listing agreements, just basic stuff that you need as a realtor. And what's fabulous about this is we're going to film it and record it and put it on our YouTube channel so that anybody that joins the office for the years to come will be able to have a series of videos on the basic things you need to know as a realtor. So Mike Berlin is starting to lead the first class today about how to write a purchase agreement starting at 1 p.m. Mike, anything you want to say about this class that you're leading?
Actually, I just sent an email out to the full roster with a couple of attachments for the class.
Okay.
So you can have that ready and be able to log into your zip form and MLS when we are doing the class today.
Great.
That'll make it more efficient.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah. So for those of you who, have joined, just started doing real estate, or, even for those of you who've been doing it for a while and you want a refresher, this is a really great class. Okay. I think this is going to be a useful series, something you can really apply to your real estate career. So, so that's one of the series. The next series we have is a series that I'm leading, and it's a Command CRM Q&A and mastermind class. So I've obviously been leading the how-to videos a lot, how to do smart plans, how to upload your contacts, whatever I've been doing. And I'm kind of tired of leading the same thing over and over. I think you all are. So what I thought would be great is if we could do a weekly check-in call where we just kind of get on the court with what we're dealing with, what problems we're having in Command, what actions we need to take, right? If we haven't done something we said we were going to do. So it's going to be both a check-in and an accountability call, but it is intended to really just support you and get you in action around Command. So you all know what you need to do in Command, right? I mean, you all have an idea of what it is. So this will be a space for you to just come on the call, real quick, be like, this is what I got. This is what I'm dealing with. How do I do this? Or I didn't do this and I said I would, but I'm going to do it by this next call. It's going to be every Friday at 2. So last Friday, nobody got on this call. It's okay because I didn't promote it, but I really do want you guys to take advantage of this. If we can get, even 15 to 20 people on this call, imagine what we could create together and, bounce ideas off of with each other and just really hold each other to account and be inside of promises as to what we're going to do for our business and with Command. Okay. So that is my intention here, so that we don't have to always do one-on-ones, because it takes up a lot of time for everybody to have to, do one-on-one meetings, and I can't get to you all as fast as I want to. So let's test this out. Okay, I'm going to do this for the month of May and see how it goes, and I'll record them as well. But this is another series I'm offering. And then last but not least, another series with Mahogany, which she touched on. By the way, I found this picture of you on Google, Mahogany, and I really like it. It's a nice picture. It almost looks like you're wearing the same shirt right now. Oh, but I love this headshot of you. I was like, why aren't we using this one? It's a Scripts and Dialogues Power Conference call, and I'm going to shut up now and let Mahogany share about it because she said it so brilliantly on the very first conference call that I dialed into. So, Mahogany, go ahead and create that with everyone.
Yeah, you were on that call, and it made me nervous. That's what, what I want to say is this. Like anything else, in Inglewood especially, we're building something powerful, right? This is not a flat-footed, stand in front of you kind of, I'm talking to you. It's us growing together and really being the sharpest, ready to answer questions, concerns, objection agents in the city. That's part of the, the takeover, right? When you work on, Command and all of the tools, and you get the appointments or you get the conversations, my job and our job together is to really be able to transfer the conversations into actual business, right? Because that's where the rubber meets the road. Now, what is unique is, again, this is new for me. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna just say that. This is on the phone, and I'll tell you why we chose the phone. Because this Zoom business, and can I log on, and how do I look, and the screen changing 20 times, Not doing that. No time. It is get in and get out. And so I know everybody is busy. We have a bunch of stuff going on, but it is really becoming what we had envisioned, which is we get together as business owners, as leaders in the Inglewood real estate landscape, and we just practice, because iron sharpens iron, and then we get on. So we get on at 9 o'clock. You're not on by 9:03. I'm probably going to fuss at you offline, but we get on. We spend about 20 minutes. It's gone to about 20, 25 minutes. If some things come up, we might have a quick discussion, but it is all business. Anybody that's been on that call can tell you it is all business. And, you know, the goal would be that we're so used to doing this. By the time we're in our new space, not only are we able to kind of practice in person, but also have enough people where we can branch out and have true scripts accountability partners. Imagine how sharp you would be if you had, I'm thinking like 6 months from now, you had a script partner that could call you anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. And when you pick up the phone, they go right into a script. And no matter what you're doing, you go right into the answer. I'm telling you, we'll beat everybody else, period, because you're practicing. So please come join me. Clearly, I don't know how it's going to end up, but it's fun because it's something different, and I think it's making all of us better. So
yeah.
Welcome, please come. Please come.
Good. Yeah, I mean, you guys take advantage of it, okay? There's only been 2 or 3 people on these calls so far, and I know we haven't really pushed it or created it for you, but now that there's 43 people on the call, we're creating it with you. You know, Wednesdays and Saturday mornings, okay? Just wake up and, you know, get yourself empowered. That's why it's called a power conference call, okay? And Mahogany's really good at get you all, you know, jizzed up to work. So with the scripts,
use that word.
It's good. It's a good call. So everybody, it's a conference call. I put it in your calendar as a reoccurring calendar invite, so you won't get a new one every week, but it's the same phone number, same PIN. I'll leave this slide up just for 30 seconds here. So if you want to write it down, write it down. This is the phone number. That's the PIN. Again, the phone number is 701-802-5134. And the PIN is 433-7635. Okay.
It's not just for newbies, it's for everybody.
No, everybody.
Because especially now, we're focused on for the rest of this month, COVID-19 related objections. So I know nobody in this group is perfect at that because this is new and crazy. So please come. All right, I'm out.
All right. Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Mahogany. So let's see here. Next, we have, what else do we have? Please tell us more. Willy Wonka would like to know. So we also have some classes with relevant topics, okay, led by Kevin Sales. And Kevin Sales, you're on the call, so I'll put you on the spot. Why don't you share with us these 2 classes you'll be leading coming up here?
Sounds like a plan. The next 2 Tuesdays, I have classes that I'll be leading. Next week, I'm leading a class about managing your farm. So there's a couple things that everyone should be doing in their farm, or if you don't have a farm, it could just be for general marketing. These are important things because of what's going on right now with everyone being safe at home. So this stuff will help you, but I'm also going to cover other topics about your farm area and what you could be doing and should be doing to continue to generate leads right now. And then the last Tuesday of the month, I'll be doing a class talking about distressed properties. There are the distressed properties that we've always dealt with, tax sales, that kind of stuff, the marketing message for those. But amidst COVID, there is at least one new type of distressed property that a lot of agents don't really look at that we should definitely be looking at right now. So I'm going to cover those as well. So it will be really good. I'm going to cover the stuff that's pertinent to us now, how to do business right now, and should be.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. So what's next? Market update class with Tom Corcoran every Friday at 11. If you've all been on this call, I think a lot of you have. This is just useful. I mean, this is for you to know what's so. I mean, if we're not dealing in reality, we're not going to get very far. So Tom Corcoran will give you a market update with anything new in the lender world and the real estate world with, COVID-19. And also he opens it up with Q&A. So make sure you're on that one as well. And Mahogany again. Well, Mahogany, you are just it's the month of May and month of Mahogany here. No, I'm just kidding. But New Agent Mastermind. So we're bringing it back, and obviously it'll be virtual, but Mahogany, go ahead and share what this class is about.
Okay, especially since we have new family members to the championship group. If you're new agent, if you just have it's a safe place to talk about just what it's like to be doing business right now, particularly if you're new in the business, or even if you have years in the game, but maybe not a lot of transactions under your belt, you know. And to be honest, even our seasoned agents, again, because I feel like we're dealing in something that's so totally new and different, it's just another place to talk about how we're managing this from a solutions-based environment, right? It's particularly now, I think it's interesting. We're all like business owners, and it's really important for us to have a place where we can discuss without judgment our concerns, our fears, or whatever you're feeling about what's going on in the business. That's what that place has been when we're in the Market Center, and that's what it's going to continue to be. Somewhere really to just kind of help shore up each other. So we're not talking about specific stuff, but we'll deal with what issues are.
Great. Great. Thanks for doing that, class. All right. Next, we have, let's see here, tech updates. All right. This is the section I was going to lead, but I'm leading the whole thing here. So, you know, here we go. So, tech updates. Woohoo. Like Heather Perchet is very encouraging. She's like, yes, woohoo. Like, she's very, she doesn't have to talk. It's just like Mahogany and Heather and everyone. Lori Boggio's like, yeah. I'm looking at all of you, by the way. So I see you. I see you, Chloe. I see you. No, I'm just kidding. So what's new with the KW app, everyone? Gary Eminoff as well. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Raul. I didn't acknowledge Raul for being on the call, but hello. All right. So what's new? Live video tours are available in the KW app. Let's see what else we got in the KW app. Affordability calculator. So you can put in, you know, your annual income, monthly debt, what kind of loan it is, APR rate, you know, all that in there. And it'll tell you what your monthly payment would be estimated, your down payment, like that. So that's a new thing in KW. And this is, I believe, in the KW consumer app, right? So this is for your clients to use. And yeah. You know, set yourself up. So it's not too late to do this. You can log into Command. That's the link for Command, agent.kw.com, and then go to your app setup, or go to go.kw.com/app setup and set up your consumer app so that you can start sharing that with your clients. It's going to be, you know, it is the next Zillow. Okay, this is KW's commitment, the next Zillow app, next, you know, Redfin app for people to search for homes. And it also is a way for them to communicate with you and send you listings, all of that good stuff. And it's connected to your Command CRM. So I'd highly recommend getting yourself set up on that. We also have some new, virtual open houses available. So 5 quick tips to master your next virtual open house are available at kwconnect.com under the Pivot Shift Ahead section. So you can get a template for promoting your open house ahead of time. You can capture leads, right? Rehearse with friends, double the mileage, all that stuff. So again, virtual is the way we're doing it right now. And you know, as we found out yesterday, for some time. So in California, or Los Angeles County at least. So virtual open houses, log into KW Connect and you know, check that out. In Command, we have some new designs available for you. So in the design section, there's a new How's the Market, local activity in the last 24 hours piece that you can use. This is something great. You could actually use this almost every day if you just wanted to provide people with a daily update, right, with what's happening. That's a piece you can customize. There's a live video tour feature in your KW app, which I believe we spoke about. There's gratitude pieces for essential workers. So if you want to, you know, acknowledge the essential workers, the people who are doing, you know, out on the front lines right now, you can, there's a marketing piece you can customize in Command. There's a working from home tips piece. Very cute, by the way. I don't know if you all see how cute these are, but these are really, you know, someone spent a lot of time creating these, and now it's your opportunity to steal them and use them for yourself and, you know, make it easy. So Keller Williams is working hard to create these graphics for you. KW Spirit graphics, which look like this, right? This is super cute. Look at that. It's like a little hand coming out of the computer screen. Come on, that's just adorable. All right. And video conferencing backgrounds. So, you know, on Zoom, you can obviously put a virtual background. They have some really great Keller Williams backgrounds. You could actually insert your own logo onto these backgrounds. And look at that. It's, you know, you go from having a dining room like this to a dining room like that in a matter of 1 second. So take advantage of the Keller Williams backgrounds for Zoom and pivot, shift ahead. So I don't know if any of you have watched the international webinars. So they're still doing them every week, by the way. Keller Williams International has a whole series of videos, pivot, shift ahead videos that are meant to support you with what's going on, right? And being powerful in the shifting market. So you can also access a lot of the materials. There's templates, there's scripts, there's a lot of stuff, the pivot playbook, okay? All accessible to you via KW Connect. If you you know, type in pivot, shift ahead. So, you know, go to the resources section, click around, you know, the pivot playbook. We've got, you know, structuring your day, templates for you to structure your day out. And then also pivot scripts, right? So there's a script for holding off. If someone wants to hold off on buying a home, what to say. I think that some of them may be Mahogany. Are these any of the scripts that you're using on the scripts and dialogues? No? Okay. Okay.
Actually, no, but you know what? Between now and Saturday. No, see, this is why we get together, we have the discussion. So
yes,
probably be something I'll start to roll in. We have homework for this Saturday, but actually that's good stuff.
Yeah, so there's a bunch in there. And also available to you is a Facebook group. So if you haven't joined the Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group, there's a great Facebook group on there. I'm a part of it, and you know, people are posting other scripts and just tips and things that they are doing to, you know, get business. So I would definitely join this group. I believe it's like 20,000 plus people a part of these groups on Facebook. So definitely join if you haven't. All right. So last but not least here, we have the Think Like a CEO, I believe season 4, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Podcast. It's called the podcast. So, so Gary Keller and Jay Papasan and Monica Reynolds and Jason Abrams, these are some of the people that are speaking on this podcast that Gary Keller does. And Lifeline, not sure, but Lifeline, you know, this is available to you as well. So you guys, there's a lot of great resources out there, as you know, and take advantage of them, I think, is the point of all of these slides, right? KW Connect has a lot of great resources. If you need support in where to look, ask, right? Just reach out and be like, this is what I need, where can I go? And I'm happy to send it to you as well. Okay, I'm happy to look at it and pull it out for you and download it and send it to you. So lastly, we're just going to, you know, open it up at the end of this meeting here just for needs and wants and new listings and that kind of stuff. So if anybody has a new listing they wanted to, you know, share with the group, or a need or a want as far as, you know, a buyer looking for a specific type of property, or if you just want to tell us something good, right? Something good that's happened, go ahead. This is the opportunity to do that.
Hey, I would like to share an idea that I did this weekend with everybody.
Okay.
I went out and visited 30 past clients on Saturday and Sunday and dropped off a box of candy for moms.
Wow.
I saw some clients that I hadn't seen in over 10 years. It
Wow.
was $20 a house, and I spent 12 hours doing this. And I can't tell you what good will I felt that I got out of that. So I thought, instead of spending like $500 on Facebook, I spent $500, got in front of people. And we social distanced. Everybody was surprised. Nobody knew I was coming. and it was very cool. So I just thought, I did that because of Bold this week. I thought I got to do something different, and I just wanted to share that with everybody, that you
That's
could
great.
do smaller things like deliver face masks or, you know, something like that, just something to get in front. I didn't expect it to take 12 hours, but people wanted to talk. That's the message. The last 5 houses, I put it on the front door and I texted them because I didn't have the bandwidth to keep going on Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock. So,
yeah.
Just thought I'd share that as a
Great. That's so. I apologize that my video just cut out there, but yes, that's fantastic. And Demetris, just so you know, Demetris asked if business cards would be issued. Obviously, we have a new address that'll be needed on your business cards. We're going to have a plan for that as well. So just look for an email from us and communications about how to transition everything over, okay, as far as the address goes. But great, that's fantastic, Mike. I love that. Pop-bys are always a good way to connect with your past clients. Anybody else? Anybody else? New listing or I know there's been a few new listings, so I don't know if anybody wants to share, if anybody on this call has one, but new listings, needs or wants.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be for Michael, but anyone, if has any idea, it's gonna be helpful. Michael, do you think the market is going down, or what do you predict?
You know, we all wish we had a magic wand.
No. I just want to have some idea because that's a very hot conversation and topics with the clients that, for example, I have, and they were so ready to purchase. Now they are on hold and they need, for example, our opinion to give them some idea. So that's a good time, share it with each other, maybe come up with some right answer, because I don't want to misinform people with my limited knowledge I have.
Well, this, you know, Adam, this is my second or third downturn or potential downturn. And the advice that I always give people is you're going to have a housing expense. You're going to pay rent somewhere. So if you buy within your budget, provided your employment is secure and all of that is good for the person that's out there wanting to buy, interest rates are historically low. They're not going to get these rates. This is going to change at some point. So buy within your means, buy a house payment that you can afford, and know that the homes, they may go down a little bit, they may go up. You know, I'm from the Midwest. We never had these huge swings like we get in LA. So I always tell clients, plan on 3% max a year. And when we have those years when you get 8% and 10%, it's great. But you got to get their mindset to a place where they're comfortable, that they're comfortable in their employment. They know they can afford a monthly payment, and they've got to have a place to live. So, and right now there's less competition when they're out there putting their offers in. But I too have buyers that are sitting on the fence. I totally can relate. I very much understand that.
Yeah. And then Juan Michael raised his hand. Sandra raised your hand. Did you guys have something to say to Adam?
Yeah, I wanted to add to that. See, I'm in the process of, one of my rehabs is now about to be a listing, about to go live within the next month. Now, when we originally underwrote the property in January, we kind of saw 680, 700 to put this property on the market. Now, you know, 680, I'm right at the 680, you know, just under 700 mark, when before maybe I would have stretched it. So, but I'm also listening to lenders and escrow people also tell me that their applications are up, people are still doing deals. So I'm, you know, it's going to be a mixed bag. My guess, we still have comps now that are still becoming comps. So those comps are going to be valid for the next couple of months, whether somebody chooses to buy less, offer less or not. Those values are still going to be in place. So you got properties that are still closing now. So you got to stay in close proximity to those numbers. So I don't really see a dip as much as people project. I see, instead of new listings having 15 offers, they're going to still have 8. or 7, but those 7 are going to still be as, you know, as wild as having 15 of them. So I don't see this dump that everybody's predicting, because I lived through 08 and I saw the different mechanisms in place. Money's free almost. So people can buy more house now than they could if the mortgage rates, you know, went back up. So some people can buy a bigger house now because the mortgage rates dipped for them than they could before this started. So my guess is to remain optimistic on it and either stay close to the same. But the drop, no, I think you'd be doing a disservice to your client if you go out and start writing a whole bunch of offers at low ball prices, because they just gonna get rejected and beat up, in my opinion.
That's a great one. I saw a lot of people shaking their heads and giving you thumbs up with that. So that's,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good. Sandra?
No, I was just agreeing with Mike. And I think with what Juan is saying, and for my listing, my folks are still because I'm in Beverly Wood, they're still kind of lowballing the price, but my seller is sticking to her price. So I think it just depends on the community that we're in also. So
good. My contribution. All right, good. Thank you, Sandra. All right. Well, anyone else? Last, you know, yes.
Even though I hear what Juan Michael is saying, I totally agree. However, what's happening right now is that, you know, the confidence level in the buyers is, you know, the buyer is the one that moves the market, period. So the confidence, the consumer confidence is affected, whether we have those comps that are there or not. The buyer is the one that's coming in that's already skeptical about the market, and then they're going to be skeptical about the property. So and what I'm telling my sellers is that you've got to make sure that this property is tip top, inside, outside, underneath, because otherwise you can start at a high level and then you come in and the buyer is just ripping you apart at credits and repairs. This is what's happening right now. So I think, you know, coming somewhere in the middle of that, where the comps are versus where, you know, there may be some sort of dip, is going to be super important. And I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm guessing at it, you know, but I try to do my best based on what's happening. But just keep in mind that the buyer's the one that moves the market, and their confidence level is at half mass, if that. So that's super important.
You know, Heather, based on, I was trying to do a CMA on a property over by the Grove yesterday, and I always do a circle of a half a mile with my comps. And 1/3 of the active listings that I pulled up were all back on market, which I found interesting. You know, that so it shows that people are stepping out of escrows, and like you just said, they're beating up sellers. They want a bargain.
Yeah, you have to leave a cushion in there for that skepticism. And you know, I've just been teetering on telling my sellers whether or not to do their inspections up front. I just think if there's a problem that we want to know ahead of time so we know how to price everything. I haven't done that before because I always like to have that be the discovery and have that be negotiated in the process once you get into bed with everybody. But now I think it's more important than ever to really know exactly what you're dealing with, because you only want to do this one time. You know, you get into escrow, get it done, move on to the next one.
And one of the things that we also want to make sure we're doing is on the pricing side, is because anything over 765, 600 is 20% down pretty much right now. We want to make sure if you're pricing the property, you put it as close as you can to where they can put down enough money to keep it under the jumbo and still have a market of buyers that are available to buy using the FHA.
That's a good.
Thank you, Odest and Heather. Yeah.
That's a good one, Odest. That's real good.
Hi, Odest.
I know Odest Riley's on the call.
Thank you, Odest. Thank you.
Now here's what I've noticed as well about the listing that I had prior to the breakdown and now. We were at 471 before. Then right after, we didn't get an offer above 400. And I've noticed over the last 2 weeks, since we've ignored any offer below 425, like you can submit it, but you're probably not going to hear back from me at all. And what I'm noticing now, the offers are starting to come back up now. They're above 425. They're in the 430, 440 range now. So I think what happens is your sharks have come through and realized they really couldn't catch a deal. So they've moved out, and your realistic buyers are starting to come back and say, you know what, I still need to put this money to work because I'm not making no money on this money and it's costing me money. So Lynn, why don't I just go with a realistic number? And they're beginning to creep back up if the seller don't panic. If the seller panic, then they're going to get beat up. But if the seller's like, no, I'm good, and be willing to hold off for a minute, I'm noticing that the numbers are coming back to where you want them to be. Just, you know, that's what I'm getting. And that's in the investor world.
Great. Mahogany.
Okay, so I know we're about done, but I want to pivot the conversation in with 2 quick life hacks that with 45 people on the call, somebody in this group needs to hear what I'm about to say, so I'm going to share with you. Number one, anybody amongst us, if you need to and you're still dealing with unemployment as a lifeline to you, particularly if you've not been successful, I can't tell you how many folks I've walked through it, as well as even from other market centers, but keep trying. And if you need some help, call me, okay? We're at a point where is there a possible lifeline? If you feel like you're okay, but you're still entitled to it, then put that to work in your business, do what you have to do. But if you need help navigating unemployment, call me, okay? Because that's a lifeline. Somebody and 45 people need to hear that. And number two, I'll end with, we've been talking about all of these groups and access to information, shift, pivot, group, and all these different things. And particularly for people who are new to the business, are new to KW, it probably feels like you are trying to drink from a fire hydrant. It's a lot of stuff. It's almost too much stuff. What I want to encourage you to do is stick your toe in, become connected with the resources, then take a step back and say, what are the 2 that I can really listen to and implement in my business? Because the thing that I think we've shown, and remember, I'm in another market center, I have friends all over this company. We've done it better than most, and we're small but mighty. We make sure that each other knows what we need to know. So you won't miss anything by not trying to listen to 10 people, right? So, I know somebody probably feels like, oh my God, something else. I'm telling you, just connect and know that we'll make sure that all the boats rise together, okay? Because it can be a lot. So that's it.
That was me, Mahogany. I was like, oh God, another thing? No.
Thank you, Mahogany.
17 years at KW, I drink the punch. Mo Anderson, my buddy, even I said, I don't want to hear nothing else. To say, which are the resources that I'm going to listen to and implement, and then I can share. And then, like when I chop it up, say for instance with Juan Michael, he's in some groups and we share information. So the one thing that KW Inglewood has done remarkably wonderfully well is that we make sure each one of us are equally empowered. And I just really wanted the new folks, especially to the family, to hear that and understand that, right? All the boats in the tide are going to rise. That's it. I'm out. Be great.
And that's great, Mahogany, because I was just going to create 5 more series that are available. No, I'm just kidding. Just joking. Just kidding. That's it for today, everybody. I'm going to unmute everybody so you can all say goodbye, but I'll unmute you all for a minute, okay? Everybody's unmuted. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
I had an off market.
Brandon.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Hi, everybody. Hello.